everybody, I am here. I have covered my 51st base heart with this fabric that I really like because it's a very subtle pattern, but it's got flowers and dragonflies maybe and little butterflies and other cool stuff on it. And I was going through all 50 hearts, and I thought the one thing I haven't done yet is buttons. So yesterday was day 50. I'm sorry I didn't share that with you. It was just a simple heart with some stitches around it. This is some lovely batik fabric that I have in charm squares. And so I just chose one, purple, favorite color, straight stitch and some French knots, and that's it. But I went through all 50 of them before I started this, and I'm like, what haven't I done yet? And buttons is one thing I haven't done yet. So I am halfway through, and I don't know how long this will take me. Hopefully not too long, but I'm just gonna sew buttons on. So, nothing exciting, nothing weird, nothing unusual. I'm just going to start sewing buttons on. And I have a lot of yellow and a lot of red, some orange. I didn't want too much blue in there. I have some clear ones and a white one. I have some other white ones that I almost put in, but I took them out. So I'm going to put the larger ones at the top and the smaller ones at the bottom, I think. Oops. I don't know. And I don't know why I'm doing yellow as the center. I just sat here for like 15 minutes trying to figure out what thread I wanted to use to sew them on with. It's like, why am I struggling with this? I don't know. It's been a few days of struggle for me. There's been a lot of little things going on, and it's just kind of been I don't know. I guess I'm feeling unsettled. Come on, Martha. Sewing a button on isn't that hard. You've done it all your life. Yeah, I'm feeling a little unsettled. And so it's, and I'm not, sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. I think I know part of the reason why, but it's also because there's just been a lot going on. Yesterday, we had to have a plumber here because the flange on the toilet was broken, and he had to do a lot more work than what it should have been. The flange he put in was way bigger than the flange that the guys who replaced our toilets when we moved in put in. And he said the only way to solve the problem, which he was right, is to put the bigger flange in. And he had to do a lot of sawing. So it was very noisy for well over an hour. I was extremely tired, I think, from doing the running around we did the day before, dropping off the car in one town and going to the complete opposite side of town for Tony's birthday lunch, which went very well. Our friends met us, and Tony was quite surprised and enjoyed it a lot. I'm trying to choose the largest ones. And so that went really well, and we had a lot of fun, and we were gone for a couple of hours. But sometimes those, either a lot of, I tend to not handle a lot of activity really well or social settings. I can only do it for an hour or so, and then I sort of, it's like overload. And stress from, the car having to be repaired, the toilet having to be repaired, costs of things. It's just all sort of adding up for me in my brain. And so I have a bit of a time sometimes handling that stuff. And so I have to give myself some grace and some acceptance that that's the way I am. I've been that way my whole life. And that I just have a hard time dealing with some things sometimes. And so I do want to say I hope this finds everybody doing well. I hope spring is springing up where you are. It's definitely spring here because we're moving straight into summer. It's crazy. It's about 85 right now outside. It's afternoon, like 2 o'clock. And we went out today to do grocery shopping. And on the way to the grocery store, I noticed that one of the windshield wipers had some rubber flapping on it. And we were in the van, so, that we drove it to the Ram dealer. And because the windshield wipers are different sizes, so you have to get the right ones and you have to buy them separate. And they ended up costing $70 for a pair of windshield wipers. They look really robust compared to the ones that the Ford dealer had put on last time they changed them. They were little wimpy ones, and so I think these will do better. But that, that was also an ouchie. And I'm just hoping that's the three things. When things break, everything breaks in threes, they say. So I'm hoping that's it. It's just it's got to stop. We are on overload as far as the things needing repairs and stuff. I'm on overload, but so is the bank account. And, when you collect Social Security, and I didn't work I worked some of my adult life, but not my entire adult life. Pretty hard to have a career and follow your husband around the world when he's in the military. I know some people do it nowadays, but back when we were doing it, it wasn't possible. Plus, work always stressed me out, and I didn't always handle that well throughout my life either. So, yeah. Anywho's, it's warm, but you won't hear any birds singing because I just can't open the sliding door. I tried. And it was very warm very quickly in here. The air conditioner has not kicked on yet, but it's set to kick on at 73, I think. So, yeah. It won't be long. And I have my blackout curtains. I have those open, so the sun is beating in here, but I needed the light. And again, I didn't add the, oopsies. That doesn't work very well, does it? There, I added the OT light, so that should help. If I'd done it when I started, that would have been better. But anywho, so yeah, things add up, and it at some point it becomes overwhelming for me. And so I think yesterday I was in shutdown mode, and with the noise of the not drill, but saw. He had to saw. I don't know if I said that before or if I said drill. So I am correcting myself. Come on, Martha. So I got up this morning and I watched some more videos on, which it's always a mistake for me, but it's something I seem to have to do. Because when I'm going to get a procedure done, I want to know everything about it. It's just the way I am. And, oh, darn. So I was watching some videos from physical therapists about, recovery from total knee replacement. And I just, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm ready for it. So I'm supposed to go on the 21st, but I think I'm going to cancel that appointment. And I think I'm going to put it off until winter. And if I decide to do it then, I don't want to spend 3-4 months this summer not being able to go out and go places and do stuff and spend it all like in the house recovering and spend it doing physical therapy. And I just don't want to do that during the summer. We waited all winter for it to warm up. We don't spend that. This is the funny part. We don't spend a lot of time outside in the summer between the heat and the humidity. Like today, it's just warm. It's just very warm. And my body does not regulate temperature very well. I don't know if it's hormones. I don't know if it's because I had a total hysterectomy and I don't take hormones. I don't know if it's, I don't know. My metabolism's a mess. And so I don't handle heat well. And, oops. So I know that's always a struggle. And the older Tony gets, he doesn't want to deal with that either. But at least our joints don't hurt as much in the summer as in the winter. Let's see. So I just don't want to spend. If we want to go out and we want to walk around stores or we want to walk around anywhere, go to the park and walk around, we want to go traveling, then I don't want to stop that. And we definitely don't travel in December or January or February. We haven't up till now. We've talked about going to Florida in the cold months for maybe a month, but it's not something we're going to do in the van and stay 3 or 4 months, or 2 or 3 months probably for that matter. So I doubt that'll happen. It hasn't happened yet. And we've had the van since 2018. So we have a hard enough time just going, for a few days. So I just don't want to limit us when it comes to this summer as far as me having to be in recovery. And I'm going to work on my weight and start exercising again. the kind of exercise I don't like to do, which is, you know, sit-ups and push-ups. Well, I don't do push-ups. Bad shoulders. Riding the bike, the stationary bike. Not my favorite things to do, but I will do them because I need to, and I need to drop some more weight. Let's see. That's the same color as that one. Trying to mix it up a little bit with color. I only had like 3 or 4 pink buttons. I don't know where all the pink went. These little plastic buttons, they're all from Joann's. You know, you can go in and get a package that has certain colors in it, mixed colors. So, I was never lucky enough to inherit anybody's old buttons, and it's very hard to find good estate sales around here. We usually have to travel quite a distance to find an estate sale that has things that are things that I would want from you know, an older crafty person. Ow. Ow. Oh, Marth. All right, just give up. Just tie the knot. That's on good enough. So yeah, so I've been having quite a few days that are like I'm out of sorts, which you can probably tell from my conversation today. Today is one of them. And then 2 Band-Aids. I burnt the heck out of my fingers yesterday. I don't know what I was thinking. I took a like an air fryer rack. I use it in our big oven. It goes to our little toaster oven, but I took that out. I have no reason why I did this. No good reason at all why I should have done this. But stupidly, I had a pot holder in this hand, and I was tilting the air fryer rack because I have a toaster oven air fryer, but I was using my big oven because I had vegetables on the bottom shelf, and then I had potatoes in the air fryer rack. And I was tilting it, but I didn't have the right angle on it, and the potatoes were starting to fall off the countertop. I was trying to pour them in a plate, and for some reason I grabbed the rack with this hand. I have no idea why I did that. It had just come out of a 450-degree oven. I mean, stupid. Just stupid. And that's the kind of stuff that I've been doing the last few days. So I immediately yelled first. Did not swear. I don't think. I might have, because I do that. And Tony came running, asked me what happened. So I told him, but I ran it under freezing cold water. As cold as I could get it under the faucet. And I ran it there for about 2 minutes. And then he said, what do you need? And I said, there's some Silvadine cream. I think that's how you say it. Silvadine cream. And I have a big old tub of it. It's about that big around. And it's about that tall. And when I was getting radiation for the breast cancer, the radiation doctor ordered me to get this, and I went to pick it up. I'm like, I asked the pharmacy, why is this so big? And she's like, well, your doctor ordered one refill, and this is how we do it. Anyway, the thing is monstrous. It would last me and 3 other families the rest of our lives. So, Yeah, it's just crazy. But luckily I had it, and so I put that on immediately, let it soak in, and then when it's soaked in, I put it on again, and then I wrapped both fingers in gauze, just a cotton gauze, a bandage, little sterile. I have these little sterile pads because I needed those too during the breast cancer stuff. And then taped up the fingers and slept with it that night. And I kept telling Tony, oh, this is going to be bad. This is really bad, because I could just feel it. Just like the pain. The pain was really bad. So I thought it was going to be really, really like big blisters on my fingers. And when I took the bandages off this morning and I showered, they weren't that bad. It kind of goes, I think it goes this way. And it's about that long, a blister. And then there's a blister right on the fold that's only about that long. And so I put more Silvadine cream on this morning and wrapped them in Band-Aids. At least I don't have big gauze pad on me. Okay. I'm like, where did I put the thread? This is, I don't know where I got this from. This is pearl cotton. And it's called Prism. I don't know if I got this from Steph Francis or where. That's the only thing I can think of, is that I got it from Steph Francis. I really like it though. It's a great size. And it's variegated. Hi, Christine. Variegated Anonymous. But I don't want to get over my, I don't want to end my relationship with my addiction to variegated threads. Or fabrics. I love variegated fabric. I just love color. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, it's been a week. Just I think this goes that way, Martha. The flat end down. And don't get under your thumbnail again, because that hurts. Yes, it sure does. It do. Oh, darn it. Pink button just went flying off my lap. Come on. Golly gee whizzikers. Struggling. Now you know why I haven't made any videos recently, except the one, I think, day before yesterday. But it's tough. Like, now that I've done buttons, I have no idea what I'm going to do for the other 49 hearts. There's going to be some very simple stitched hearts and just fabric collages, and yeah, the next 49 will be probably extremely boring. So I found out that in order to earn money on YouTube, I think, like, to have the commercials run and earn money off them and stuff like that, which I don't want to bore everybody with the commercials, but to earn a little extra money, which couldn't hurt, to be honest. Hold that thought. I have to see where this button went. Uh-oh, sorry. I think I just bumped into you. Nope. No idea. No idea because, and it was a pink one. I wanted the little pink one. Of course. Of course you did. And do another purple. Good gracious. I have to have 4,000 views within a 365-day period. And my subscribers have gone up a little bit, but I need the views. And I'm only at 1,000 and something, I believe. I'll tell you, even though the Band-Aids are not on my, the tips of my fingers, it's like really weird to have something on your hands that isn't usually there. And I rely on my left hand a lot, even though I'm right-handed. So some days it can be more of a challenge. Some things it can be more of a challenge. And not getting them wet. I wash my hands all the time. I'm always washing dishes because we don't use a dishwasher. Crazy. And then we tried to find russet potatoes today, like for baking potatoes. And we had to go to a different store for them because the store that we normally get all that stuff at was, the potatoes when you buy them single, not in a bag, they're just looking rough. Rough. So, yeah. Had to go. My Lord. Had to go to a separate store for them. Ended up buying them in a bag, a 5-pound bag of them. But that's okay. Orange. Did the burgundy. This is a really pale pink. I think I'll put this one right down here. I think Tony's out mowing. I think that's him. I hear a mower. He's bored, so. And he always picks the hottest part of the day. Doesn't matter. It's like he's always done that. And I just look at him and shake my head. I'm like, you're nuts. You are insane. I don't want to stab my finger under the nail again, to be honest. And the pollen. We've been waiting for the oak trees to bloom. Holy macaronis. The pollen has started. And around here, it can be at least a couple of weeks, if not a month, of just like clouds of pollen in the air. And you go out and like our van does not fit in the garage. So Tony literally has to go out and wash off the solar panels on the van about every 3 days. It's something else. It's amazing. Looking to see if I want anything else. I didn't put any blue on there. And I didn't put any green on here because I thought, you know, well, I'll make them so they look like flowers. But I should have pulled some green out because I'm not really sticking with the flower theme. I'm not putting any, like, stems or leaves or anything around these, I don't think. I'm just going to let them be. Just let them be. Just buttons. They're just buttons. Because why not? And I have a bunch of like wooden buttons, but they're not washable. And I thought these would be more fun if they were used for a patch. So oopsies. I just decided that I would use the plastic ones. Let's see if I can. Yay, I didn't mess that one up. I already have a teal one on there, but this one's a different teal. Okay. Button, who's got the button? Trying to leave enough around the edge so that this can be whip stitched on, or whatever somebody would use, a blanket stitch. I would tend to use a whip stitch to put a patch on because more sturdy for one thing. Yeah, so if anybody's got any ideas what I should do next for a heart, throw them out there. I may take them, I may leave them, but I don't know. Do I need to fill in any more? Right here, maybe? I feel like that's really close to the edge. And then it'd be really close to each other, and I don't really have them that close to each other. And I never used a little tiny yellow one. How bizarre. I think I'll put that one right there. I mean, I have other yellow on there, but not the little tiny yellow one. That's the one I have the most of out there, I think. I think after this one, I'll call it good. Come on. More than one way to do it. There you go. The struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. I keep reading on Facebook. I follow Alex Miles, and they tell about like the moon and the stars and the planets and how they align and what's going on. And so, like, everything has been in Aries, and Tony is in Aries. I knock heads with Aries constantly because I'm a Taurus, the bull. And it's not like I believe in all the astrology and stuff, but I have to admit that some of it makes sense to me. And I think that's what's wrong with me, is it's just a little wild out there for me right now. No, nope. Call it good, Martha. Call it quits. Quit while you're ahead. Yep. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put these all over here. And that's my heart for today. There may be some stitches that show up in there at some point, but maybe not. Maybe it'll just get, I'll probably trim around here, and maybe it'll just get sewn on as a patch for something. Because why not, right? Okay, that's it. This is day 52. Let me get the pen out that I had to learn how to use from YouTube. Jeez. 52. There's a button under there, so it got a little bump. And there I go again, trying to do that. Oh, yeah. Day 52. It's in the books. Okay, everybody. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I know it was short, but it was boring, so leave any ideas for hearts down below, okay? And I love you lots, and thank you for watching. And please hit the thumbs up. And if you're not doing anything and you want to just turn my video on, turn the sound down, and let it play, the views would be helpful. I'd appreciate that. Just turn it on at some point. Any video, just turn it on, let it play in the background with the sound off. And, you know, if you're not doing anything else on your tablet or your phone or your computer, and I'd appreciate it just to build my views. So everybody take care, have a great day, and I'll see you the next time I can think of something interesting to do while we're together. Take care, everyone. Love ya. Bye. I am back. I have a correction. This is day 51, not day 52. So I did change it on the back. Sorry, I told you I'm very out of whack. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.